Big-time players make big-time plays, and there's no bigger moment than in the playoffs. We've got our big-time analyst here, Matthew Mountford, Executive Director for Pacesetter, and Francis Stevens here with us to talk about it. So far, the games have absolutely delivered, and some of them have delivered with those big moments late.
Well, you sound like Santana Moss after he beat Florida State the one year, but you're absolutely right. There was some big-time moments in a lot of games. Obviously, the one that stood out to me was Jack Pelton's 4-goal performance against Sylvania Northview.
I love that he tells you after each goal just how many he scored, too.
He had an outstanding performance, but the other one for me really that stood out was Joel Neary, the freshman who stepped in for Ben Baker, really stepped up as a true freshman in a penalty shootout against Anthony Wayne. They found a way to win 4-3. Two incredible saves for him and send St. Francis to the third straight district final. But that was two great performances that I saw from Tuesday.
I don't think it gets any better than four goals in one game to take your team to the district final. We were talking in previous episodes about, you know, staying composed and big people show up, right? Big players love the big moments, and certainly Jack Pelton can hold his head high. No, Matt's in as well.
I'll tell you something that's just as good, like somebody like Kashi Tomic from Maumee Valley scoring in double overtime, a walk-off goal. You set the single-season goal record for your school in the process. That's pretty awesome, too.
It was a record-breaking year for Maumee Valley, and really, to be fair for them, is they knocked Ottawa Hills out in a district for the first time in God knows how long. It's probably been 20-something years, because usually you see Ottawa Hills every year in that regional tournament.
Kashi's a great boy. You know, he works hard for the team, gives everything all the time, and you know, he's got that intelligence as well. He's a European player. So in terms of unlocking defenses and, you know, kind of finding that magic, he absolutely has that for sure.
So a little bit earlier tonight, we heard from the players in these girls' games. We broke the action down on the field. For boys' district finals coming up this Saturday, I think what's cool is these aren't just matchups that we wanted to see. I think they're ones that these teams have wanted to see for a few weeks, too.
Definitely. And speaking around the camps, right, to both sets of players all the time is, yeah, they definitely want this. And St. Francis Perrysburg, that's the one that, you know, we're really kind of looking with close eyes and like, okay, somebody can make a big statement here. And, you know, I think it's going to come down, honestly, to whoever wants it more, because there's very, very little to separate both teams there. I mean, you've got a solid defensive line at St. Francis in particular. I mean, Ben Barchi's been absolutely outstanding, to be honest, all season. And so, again, if they can remain resolute, I think that they're always in with a chance.
For St. Francis, one is this is your third straight district final, so it's a standard in the program now. You have to get there to get to regionals every year, and if you're going to want to get to regionals, you have to go through them. For me with Perrysburg is this, they're a dangerous enough team, but they've been waiting for this since August 11th, when they went over to Bancroft Street and got absolutely just smacked right back to Wood County the way they did. I like this Perrysburg team where they're going. You know, you have 1 versus 3, 2 versus 4. You know, I think that's what everybody wants to see, the top 4 teams in the district. Bowling Green and also St. John's is going to be interesting. Odds-on favorite, St. John's. I'm not going to push Bowling Green off because I think the 3 up front could really bother their back 4, and they have 3 really athletic, physical type of guys. That's where the composure piece is going to really come into play.
The bar is set pretty high with how exciting these games have been so far. I have no doubts they will deliver, and can't wait to have you guys back here to talk about it next week on Sidekicks. But we've got more Sports Nightly coming up in a second.